Donovan Jackson, Minnesota Viking with pick number 24 last night, man. I meant to do this video last night, but I feel like I had to go do my homework. All right, now that can tell you one or two things, okay? We've been doing mock drafts on this channel for the past month and a half to 2 months. And I got to keep it honest, man. Between the community, nobody mentioned Donovan Jackson, the guard coming out of Ohio State. Nobody, okay? We've talked about Gray Zabel. We've heard Banks. We've heard Mimbu. We've heard every name on the offensive line except for Donovan Jackson, to be honest with you. Now, that doesn't say that I don't like the pick after doing a little bit of homework on the player. Okay, I think the intention behind the pick is amazing. All right, Vikings fans, we've been screaming trenches, trenches, trenches the whole offseason. The Vikings went out in free agency. They boosted up the offensive line, and now they added another piece. They boosted up the defensive line, and I'm sure they're going to add another piece to that as well with the next 3 picks that they have. I'm sure one of them is going to be something that has to do with the defensive interior as well. I'm almost sure about that. Donovan Jackson, man, All-American, Ohio State. He won a national championship. What I love about him, now I went and watched a couple games. All right, I broke down a little bit. I watched Oregon. I watched Penn State. I watched Tennessee. Okay. Now, I think, I'm going to be honest with you, he's listed as a guard. He's known to have shifted the tackle, and that's what Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell really, they expressed why they really respect his game, because he did that, and he didn't have to do that is what they were saying. Like, he actually was asked to do that, and he went against Abdul Carter. I mean, he went against some of the best edge rushers in the country, and he did a really good job at it. I got to say, man, I actually like him at tackle better, to be honest with you. When he played tackle, when you watch him and he's at tackle, bro, he locks that side down. You hear me? I love it. Now, guard, he's still really good. I think this was a Gray Zabel type pick, but this kid is way more athletic. I got to admit, I know a lot of us were big on Gray Zabel, but this guy has way more athletic ability, a lot faster, gets out to the edge a lot quicker. I mean, this dude, I think this is a good pick, man, to say the least, right? And I know last night we were talking about it as the pick came in, and it felt Lewis Cine. What I mean by that is you had Lewis Cine on the board, you picked him. Nobody really was talking about Lewis Cine. Nobody knew about Lewis Cine. And sometimes what irritates me so far with Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and his staff when it comes to the draft process is getting this player that nobody really talks about and trying to be too different. I feel like sometimes when you try to be too different, it can come back and bite you. And it showed with Lewis Cine when you could have went for a Kyle Hamilton. This is the last time I'm going to bring it up. I promise. Okay. But again, man, Donovan Jackson, man, I want to say this too. Watching his, draft interview, like after he got picked and they drafted him and then they interviewed him on the Zoom, man, well-spoken kid. Sounds like he's ready to hit the ground running. I mean, says all the right things. You can tell character had also a lot to do with why the Minnesota Vikings drafted Donovan Jackson. His character, the way he speaks, the things he said, I mean, it just sounds right. And I gotta admit, okay, I'm excited. I gotta step back a little bit because yes, on live stream, it might seem like a different attitude was there. And we were mad and not mad, but still kind of confused and stuff like that, only because I see Vikings fans now to all great pick, and it's like, knock it off, okay? I can pull up all the receipts, all the fans that were doing mock drafts, and Donovan Jackson was nowhere to be found in your mocks. I'm not even in the first round. PFF didn't even have him simulated going in the first round. Let's just keep that honest right there. I think if we can do that, it's cool, and that doesn't mean that we don't have to like the player or like the pick, because again, I like the pick. All right, this kid can ball. He can do his thing, man, and I'm excited. I think the offensive line is going to be one of the best in the NFL. This pick right here just solidified that. You add him to left guard, or we talked about it last night with GG. If Christian Darrisaw isn't ready, this is a guy that can also slide out the tackle, which I like a little more, to be honest with you. Like, I think he's a really good tackle, so he could be that substitute while Christian Darrisaw gets healthy. But then once Christian Darrisaw is ready to go, then we know we have Jackson that can slide right into the left guard. And this line's going to be crazy. You got to protect your asset, man. Everything is surrounding J.J. McCarthy. They want to make sure that the run game's good. They want to make sure J.J. McCarthy is protected, because why? We saw why we got bounced out of the playoffs last year. Solely because the offensive line could not hold up enough. And Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, Kevin O'Connell, Brian Flores, and the rest of the staff came together and said, bro, the weakness is right here in front of us. We see it. It's the only thing that's really holding us back. We have the weapon. We have the receivers. We have the players that can make big plays on defense. We just need to make sure we can protect the dang quarterback and we can create space for our running backs to be able to do what they need to do. All right, the Minnesota Vikings, man, they did it. Listen, we're going to be live tonight. It's Friday. We're going to be live tonight, man. I know round 2 starts around 7 Eastern time. So we'll tap in an hour later. So there will be some picks that will be already made at the time that we go live. But tap in. Maybe the Vikings trade up and get somebody, man. I really want Kobe. I want Kobe, bruh. Like, make my draft, hey, make it worth it. You feel me? But Donovan Jackson, man, listen, man, I'm going to grow to love the player. Y'all let me know how you feel in the comments, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.